It's I can't even explain it. If you would have told me at the beginning of the season that we were going to be heading to state this year, I probably wouldn't have believed you. But it's really cool, and I'm glad to be able to experience it off this teammates.
I was going to say, obviously, we talked to Faith, and she said just to be able to put another banner up on that, on your fence out there, regardless if it's first or second place. Just how cool is that, knowing that a place in Eastside softball history is going to be up there with your guys' name on it.
They keep telling us this week, party like it's 1998. So that's what we plan to do, and we're really excited. And the first day we came out here, Coach Kitchen told us that we deserved a banner up there. So that's what we're doing.
You guys obviously, making your first trip down there in such a long time. Just how do you feel like the community's really embraced this group, and and really what you guys have been able to do here so far?
We would not be here today without them. Their support is unreal. They've done everything in their power to let us know that they're there for us and that they will be there for us this weekend.
Obviously, you guys getting a tough North Posey team here on Saturday. 2 top 10 teams going at it. What do you guys know about them?
They're very well coached, very athletic team. Their pitcher is amazing, but they're good, we're good, so I think that it'll be a tough game, but we'll see.
What do you guys have to do well to be able to go out there? Obviously, you mentioned their pitching. Just how do you feel about your offense and your guys' chances to go out there and be able to put up a few crooked numbers?
If we hit the ball like we know how to hit the ball, I think that we could put up a fight. Our defense has been awesome this year, so making outs and getting hits, that's the name of the game this weekend.
I was going to say, for you guys, I feel like you guys have won a lot of different ways here throughout this postseason. Obviously, you got Westview, who you guys beat 1-0 in what was really a pitcher's duel. Obviously, you came from behind to beat Woodland, and then against North Newton, you guys were able to put up some runs early and hang on. Just how do you feel like the style of softball that you guys play and the way you guys play ultimately helps you going into this weekend?
Our offense, that's what powers us. That's what gets us to where we are right now. Our pitching also, Natalie has brought it this postseason, and we would not be here today without her ace.
What's the confidence level of this team kind of like right now heading into this weekend? You guys feel like you have a group that can go out there, win a game, and bring home a blue ring?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Coach Hurtig has told us, just be blue this week. We're going for that blue ring. We don't want to be red this weekend. So.
Obviously, you guys have seen the football team make deep runs. You've seen the baseball team make a run to state last year. How much did that kind of motivate you guys to want to be the next Eastside team to do that too?
We didn't want to feel left out. We wanted to make sure that we got our shot, just like baseball got theirs last year. Football made a great run this year. We just feel like we wanted our turn.
What's been Coach's message this week with such a big stage and such a big game just days away?
He's told us all week, just be you. That's what we've lived by this postseason. Just be us, and we'll be okay.
You said that if somebody had told you at the beginning of the year, you would have found it hard to believe that you'd be gearing up for the state finals. Do you remember a point of the season where you kind of realized, like, oh yeah, like we are that team that could do that this year?
I'd say the first time that we played Westview for the conference tournament, we knew going into that game that they were a tough team. Their pitcher is amazing. So after we hit off her, it brought our confidence up, and I feel like that's when we knew we could do it.
Coach was also talking about, I think your only loss of the season was against Leo, and the switch was flipped on. What changed about this team after that loss, in your opinion?
That was a tough loss for us. We haven't been shut out all season, obviously, but that one kind of just hit a little different. We didn't want to feel like that again. We didn't want to be blown out again, so that really motivated us to make a deep run.
What would a state title mean for you, for this team, for this school, for this community?
For me, as a senior, that would be an amazing way to end my senior year. I've graduated, I've got the diploma, so now adding a state title to that rapport this year would be awesome.
It's crazy. I've been contemplating it the entire week, and it's just amazing.
Obviously, to do something that's only been done since twice now in school history, what's it mean for this group to make it back to this point?
It is a dream come true. I mean, I never would have thought that we would be putting another state sign up on our little wall up there. So it's amazing to think that it's been 24 years and we've came such a long way.
For you guys, obviously you head in on a roll. You guys have been playing well all season long. What is this team doing well right now that has you confident heading into this state championship game here on Saturday?
I think we're doing pretty much everything well. We always have each other's backs, and we're always making the simple plays on defense and always putting the ball in play on offense.
How do you guys get North Posey? It's two top 10 teams going against each other here in the state. What do you guys know about them, and what do they do well?
Well, we know they're well coached. They've got some good pitching. Honestly, at this level, they've got to be good, so we've got our work cut out for us.
You guys faced a really good but young pitcher there on Saturday in that second game. How do you feel like just the competition you guys have faced this year, and especially what you went through on Saturday will help you ultimately in Saturday's game this week?
It's really prepared us. Everything we faced this year, we've seen a lot of good pitching, so I think we're prepared pretty well.
What do you guys have to do as a team to go out there and beat obviously a very good North Posey team to come away with the Class 2A state title?
We just got to come out, work our hardest, be teammates to each other, and lay everything on the field.
Let's say, Coach kind of emphasized, when he talked to us that, the bases are still 60 feet, it's still softball. How much is, remembering that and, despite it being a big stage that, it's still just a softball game that, that you guys are emphasizing?
Yeah, it's just remembering that it's still one game. It's just another softball game, just like the beginning of the season. It's nothing different. It's just we're going out, playing our game, and winning a softball game.
What would it mean for you guys to go out there and win a blue ring and be able to put another state championship banner up there on your fence?
It would mean everything to us. We've worked so hard this year, and I just can't wait to see what the outplay is.
We were talking to Coach, too, about obviously Butler's a small town, so everybody rallies around these teams, especially you guys. What does it mean to you I'm sure the whole whole town is probably going to be following you down.
Yeah, it means everything that our community has our support and our backs, and I just love coming out and seeing all the green shirts and all of our support through our entire ride.
Describe the confidence of, the North Newton team. I was there for the first game. They hang up, I think, 10 or 11 runs, but you guys come out and do your thing and win that semi-state final or title. Describe the confidence level of this group.
Yeah, we had a lot of confidence going into that game. We didn't really get a lot to necessarily prepare on what North Newton was going to be like, but we came out with everything we got and took a beating to them. So. Yeah.
What's it been like to watch your classmates in football, basketball teams, baseball compete at such a high level? And has that motivated you all at all to kind of go out and do the same thing and make your own playoff?
Oh, it's been awesome to watch just our entire class do so much, and I love seeing everyone succeed, so it's been awesome and motivated us to really push and get to the level we're at now.
What is it about these Eastside athletes across the board? You just talked about the success. What makes the feeding system and these Eastside athletes so special, in your opinion?
I think it's a lot of talent and preparing through like the little leagues and our community and everything that the adults in our community have done for us to prepare us to get to this level that we're at.
Oh yeah, you're going to state. That's what you work for all season. It's amazing. I still can't believe it right now, but it's settling in. We're getting going.
Yeah, you guys obviously get to add another banner out there to your outfield wall. For you guys to be able to do something like that, and whether it's a state champ or a state runner-up finish, just how's it feel knowing that your legacy, the imprint you guys are leaving on Eastside softball is going to be up there forever?
It's an honor. That's just something that you get to walk away and leave forever. That's something that your kids can look back on, and I think that's just a really special moment, something special to have.
You guys obviously have seen other teams make deep runs. The football team did it. Obviously, you guys did it in basketball, made a good run through sectionals. You saw baseball do it last year. How much did that kind of motivate you guys coming into this season, wanting to be that next Eastside team to make another deep run?
That really motivated us. Us girls, we've been hungry too, and the boys kind of took all the fame, and we wanted a piece for ourselves, and I think it feels really good to have. So.
You guys obviously have seen the way that the community embraces all these teams too. Down there at Warsaw the other night, it was packed. You saw the reception you guys got after the game at midnight up here. What's the community impact, and what's it been like seeing the way that the community's reacted to you guys' run too?
It's amazing. I love this community. They're so supportive all the time for every sport. Football crowds, basketball crowds, softball crowds, baseball. It's amazing. It's something special that you are thankful that you grew up in a town like this.
You guys obviously going in to face a North Newton team that's obviously very good. No team at this level is going to be bad. But two top 10 ranked teams against each other. What do you guys know about them? What do they do well?
They obviously have a pretty good pitcher. We know that they're well coached, they're athletic, and just an overall good team. I mean, that's what got them there. So we just know what we're working with, and we're preparing.
Yeah, you mentioned good pitcher. Obviously, you've seen a lot of good pitchers here throughout this season. You saw one at Leo in Ellie Sauter. You saw obviously Alexis Antall twice. You saw a good one down there from North Newton and from your first game down there against Madison Grant. How do you feel like the pitching that you guys have seen this year and the competition that you guys have seen this year will really help you guys out here on Saturday?
That's really helped us. I mean, that's what Coach Kitchen wanted us. He really wanted us to just schedule those hard games so we could play in situations like that. And I think it's really paying off. I think it'll really come in handy in this state game.
For you guys, what's it going to take for you guys to go out there and put up a few runs, put up a few crooked numbers against another very good pitcher?
Coach Kitchen always tells us to just do us, and I think that's what's going to get us there. We've been doing us all year, and it's been working pretty good, so I think we'll be fine.
What would it mean to add a state banner, a state championship banner up on that wall out there?
Everything. I think that would be the coolest thing ever, and that's just, I mean, that's first place, and that's what I want, so.
When I think the motto, just do us, describe what that means, or how does that play out for this group when you're on the diamond?
Coach always just stresses that we don't need to play, we don't need to make the special plays, we don't need to do something superhero, we just have to be us and be a team and stick together and just do us. I mean, that's what he always tells us.
I can't believe it when people say it. It's just awesome to hear it, and we've made it this far, so I'm proud of all of my teammates and everybody.
What does it mean for this group to make it this far, to be only the second team in Eastside history to ever make it to a state championship game?
It means history. So my mom's class was the one that won state, so I'm always hearing about how they made it, what their journey was like, what the games were like, and now I can put myself through their shoes and see what it was like.
For you then to be able to have that familial bond and be able to kind of brag to mom a little bit, hey, you're not the only one making it there now, just what's that mean for you to be able to kind of follow in your mom's footsteps and hopefully put another state championship banner up there?
It means a lot. It means we have a deeper connection through softball this way, and I can just relate to her about what it was like going to state and going through all the semi-state and the regionals and some adversity and all that kind of stuff.
For you guys, obviously, you guys are facing a tough you guys are facing a tough North Posey team here on Saturday. What do you guys know about them? What do they do well? What's kind of Coach been telling you about them in terms of a scouting report?
They're a very good team. They're well coached. They got a good pitcher, probably has velocity faster than we've seen this year, so we'll be working on trying to get ourselves ready for that, and yeah.
You mentioned obviously the good pitcher, but and maybe a little bit faster than what you've seen, but you guys have still faced some tough pitching throughout this season. Obviously, you faced Ellie Sauter out at Leo, you faced Alexis Antall twice, you faced two good pitchers from Madison Grant and North Newton there on Saturday. How do you feel like the competition you guys have seen ultimately helps prepare you for this weekend?
I feel like the pitching, like the speeds, even though it's not the fastest we've seen, it definitely helps progress ourselves to preparing ourselves for North Posey.
That being said, what do you guys have to do offensively, defensively to go out there, try and put together a couple of crooked innings and be able to come away with a victory?
We just got to put the ball in play. As long as we do that, our defense, we just need to have good defense. I know there's going to be some times we're going to face adversity and things aren't going to go exactly our way, but we've faced adversity before, and I think we can overcome it.
For this group too, just how confident is this group that they can go in there, do exactly what, like you said, put the ball in play, do what you guys need to do, and come away with a victory on Saturday?
We're pretty confident in, but we're not overly confident, and we work our hardest every day at practice.
Well, what does state championship mean for you guys, for this team, to be able to do something that's only been done once?
It'd be awesome. We'd be able to have our annual state kind of girls meeting after each year, and just it'd be awesome.
You said that your mom was a part of the previous state finals team. Did you ever get to sort of accompany her to those get-togethers with her teammates, anything like that?
No, they actually haven't done one in quite a while, and when they did, I was super young, so unfortunately, no.
All right. I asked your coach how many of you made the trip down to Indianapolis to watch the baseball team at the state finals last year. He said it was almost everyone. Did you go, and was there anything that you picked up that you might be able to at least know that you're going to see, or sort of a way to prepare yourself for your own trip to the state finals?
So yeah, I did go down, and I definitely noticed the crowd. The crowd is a lot bigger than anything that this little diamond can hold, and it definitely creates a little bit of pressure, but I know that from watching and being a part of the stand, I can feel a little more comfortable and just kind of relax myself, like tell myself it's not that bad, just kind of put it past me.
As this team begins to prepare for a big game Saturday, describe how this bunch is embracing the pressure that they may feel come this Saturday.
We are definitely working harder. We're not trying to focus too much on the future, just on the present, trying to run through situations, do a lot of hitting and fielding and things like that.
And you see the 28-1 record, and you guys have been dominant, but describe some of the adversity that you guys faced and how it's prepared you for this moment upcoming Saturday.
Some adversity we faced are just hitting, like girls hitting in the gaps, and bases loaded with 2 outs. You feel a little pressured by that, and you hope your pitcher does well, but at the same time, you know that defense is behind her, and that adversity really helps prepare us for North Posey.
Last one from me. Obviously, you guys have faced, or you guys have throughout this postseason run have won a lot of different ways. You guys were down against Woodland late. You guys were able to come back and beat them. You faced off with Westview in a pitcher's duel. That was a 1-0 game. You guys, edge Madison Grant in that first game, and then you guys are able to, take the lead early and hold on for the entire game against North Newton. How do you feel like just the different ways that you guys have won throughout the postseason ultimately helps you going into this weekend too?
It helps us because there's not only one way that we can win. There's multiple ways, either putting the ball in play or just having a solid defense and backing our pitcher up whenever she needs it. Yeah.